But now let's stop talking about us and talking about our wonderful guest who's coming on. Why don't you introduce our guest today?
Megan,
Hi.
welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on. Embody in those kind of spaces when you're trying to help other people as well. Because I can see that in so many things of your life. Is that where you've kind of decided that you want to do this master's in social work now?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Like just being able to meet people where they're at.
How was the shift, like stepping out of year 13 and stepping into study at YouthWorks? Was there much of a shift in doing that kind of jump, or was it pretty smooth of where you wanted to go with that?
I think it was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It felt like YouthWorks is set up quite with a lot of the same thoughts behind what they do in mind, no matter what section of YouthWorks you're in.
Yeah.
So I found year 13 in college had a lot of similarities. Yeah, college just was a bit different. Like it was more different people from different stages of life. Yeah, and I was trying to figure out what to do with the rest of my life more so. And just seeing whether, any of the study, like what that would lead into, I guess.
If you had someone come up to you and say, like, oh, I'm thinking about going to YouthWorks, Megan, what did you get out of it? Do you think you'd have an answer for that? Or
Yeah, I think it's a really like practical application of ministry. Like a lot of the stuff that I learned was I can like put this into play like right now in the kids ministry or the youth ministry that I'm doing. Which I think is really helpful. It's not just sort of academic theorizing, but it's like right in front of you.
Because I'm guessing, did you have Tim Bilhart's
Yes.
this year then? Yep.
Yeah.
Tell us, what did you learn from the Master of Kids Ministry?
I learned lots about kids ministry.
Yeah. How did it like what did he open your eyes to and at least start implementing in that ministry that you were doing at Sylvania?
I think like the importance of like working with the whole family.
Okay.
Not just the kids, but like you only get the kids for like an hour a week.
Yeah.
Whereas the other like parents in the house with the kids, they're spending the most time with them. So being able to support the family as a whole rather than just the kid.
What does that look like, supporting the family more?
Like I think for me it was a lot of like building relationships and sort of knowing where they're at. Like I guess you can help them if they're unsure with like resource stuff, or maybe they're fresher Christians or they haven't been at church ages. But yeah, just like knowing what's going on for the family.
Were you doing that study during COVID? Or was that
No.
just after?
That was just before.
Just before.
Like 2018, 2019. It's college.
Just 2 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did year 13 and then 2 years of college. Came out with a bachelor's. Somehow worked out. Yeah.
Excuse me. Coughing a lot.
How did you find that ministry period during COVID? I know lots of us had very different expectations. Were you doing like kids ministry and youth ministry at that time? Like what did that look like online?
That would have been
That would have been a big shift, especially at the start of when you're younger, trying to figure things out. How did you find that?
I found it really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was doing kids and youth ministry. Kids, I was figuring out a lot of what we were doing, and I didn't have heaps of, like, I was also studying not YouthWorks. So I wasn't studying ministry stuff. So I was doing my own stuff alongside sorting out all the kids' ministry. And it's just really hard to know what to do when you haven't been in that situation before. Like youth group, we were like kids and youth, we were recording stuff, and it's not my favorite thing to do. So
Yeah.
I remember being very stressed in front of like cameras and
Yeah.
being on Zoom calls that I didn't really want to be on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was worth doing it to keep the connection with the kids and
Yeah,
families.
absolutely.
yeah.
What do you think in doing that stuff online? What do you think? And you said it was really hard, which I can understand from other things you shared. What do you think it brought out in you though, even though because you had to do it?
Yeah. Just like perseverance, like knowing that I can do stuff even when it's hard. Like,
Yeah.
I think is helpful. Like there's a lot of stuff that might make me anxious, but I'm going to do it anyway. I think especially for the sake of the gospel. Like I think a lot of stuff is worth doing even when it's out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a very good point. Like the door knocking that you were talking about before.
Yeah.
You said you'd loathed it.
I think yeah, that, and I think youth group just puts you in situations that unexpected, and I'm sure chaplaincy is a bit like this too, where if maybe you woke up at the start of the day and someone said you had to do this, you would be like, no, or you'd be stressing about it all day. But sometimes you just get thrown into something, you just have to do it. And at the end of the day, you're just like, oh, well, God put me in that situation. And you just have to do with it. And you grow through that.
But there's also a safety in being thrown into it because of God.
Yeah.
You knowing
absolutely.
God's put you there.
Yeah, you're doing it for a purpose.
Yeah, the purpose really helps. I reckon I've only probably become comfortable in those kind of situations in church and stuff in the last 5 years or so. That coincides incidentally with when I started coming on stuff. When I came on stuff, which is interesting, right? But I think there's, because we like the tendency is just to like, I'll just avoid that
Yeah.
because I don't want to do it. But sometimes you get thrown into something you just have to do.
Yeah.
How did you feel like wrapping up college? You've kind of had that, not like a clearer path going through, okay, I'm doing E13. Okay, I want to do this next. How was it finishing up college and kind of having the world is your oyster, you know what I mean? Like for the first time, it's like, okay, cool. There's no kind of clear next step.
Yeah. I think it was a bit stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
absolutely.
year 13, you knew what you're doing after school, right? As an
Yeah.
example. So that
Yeah.
ambiguity is a bit difficult for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I started a childcare like apprenticeship at a kindy. I did
Okay.
it for like a week and a half, and
Yeah.
I have like ongoing like shoulder and back issues, and it like flared up massively. So I ended up, it wasn't sustainable. So I stopped doing that. And that was like the start of 2020.
Yeah.
So I stopped that. And then I think not long after COVID happened, I was sort of just left in the lurch a little bit in figuring out what to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I knew sort of that I loved working with kids and families, and had like a vague path that I might like chaplaincy throughout college. Was sort of told that like one-on-one is a strength,
Yeah.
which I can also like, I know that
Yeah.
just in terms of like speaking in front of big groups is not my thing. So yeah, it just felt like it fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't do the childcare
No.
thing. What was the next step then in terms of what you were wanting to do or thinking about doing?
Yeah, I did a diploma of community services,
Okay.
which I figured would lead into something that I didn't know what.
Yeah.
It's more one-on-one stuff.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
And like essentially that's helped me get into social work, like into my master's as well. So in hindsight, it's really cool to see how all of it linked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I keep seeing.
Yeah.